Alrighty, what is going on everybody, NinjaStar here, and today we are back at it again with your Dragon Ball Super video for you all. Now, today's Dragon Ball Super video is going to be kind of doing a almost reflecting back, but also kind of looking at the future type video. And this is going to be like looking back at something that I think a lot of people weren't really paying that much attention to when they first heard it, but now I think with the events going on in the Tournament of Power in Dragon Ball Super, people might start paying a little more attention to, and that's what this video is for. I'm going to be talking about the potential foreshadowing that Limit Break Survivor, the second Dragon Ball Super opening, might actually have. Now, I think we don't know if this is going to be all like legit or anything like that. It's all just speculation, all just, you know, theory and stuff, so I'm not like completely proving this as a fact. I'm just giving what I think and what I believe might actually happen with how uniquely they're doing this opening and stuff. So without further ado, guys, let's just get right into it. So I think a big reason why people weren't really like taking too much consideration why this one might actually be foreshadowing is the fact that A, we never really saw any what was going to happen aside from the exhibition matches, and B, you know, we were kind of really hooked on the song, which is so catchy, and I don't think I'm really going to play it for the sake of copyright reasons, but yeah, let me just turn on the volume real quick, and as we see right here, it's Goku versus Jiren. You know, this is kind of hyped to be, or like teased to be the biggest fight in, well, yeah, the biggest fight in Dragon Ball Super so far. Even probably bigger than Vegeta versus Zamasu in my opinion. Because this is like where all 12 universes, between these two, it's going to determine who's going to win. And it's definitely going to be the climax of the tournament. Let's be real. We'll get into how the rest of this opening will hinted that and stuff, and kind of interesting that the opening starts right off from the climax, and you know, they're doing this little duel. I think Goku's not really going Super Saiyan Blue from the start. He's just kind of in his base. The two are very even right here. They both fire Ki Blast at each other, and then we see Dragon Ball Super, the logo. Now, this might be a little bit too much pushing it, and I think, you know, I can't really come up with a better explanation to be honest, but I think this is fair enough to say it's kind of going back with the way the text is like structured and stuff. It isn't like a fade out or fade in. It's like legit going back, knowing, you know, this is like right before that climax. This is what was going on. So, you know, it's like a very upbeat song, off topic. It shows, you know, this right here, you know, the ball right going right into the Krillin's hand and stuff. This is going to be, and look, Frieza right there, they just added that. This is basically just showing, you know, them getting ready, them getting everything together for the tournament, them, you know, at the tournament, well, probably the Daishinkan is announcing all this stuff, and, you know, they're all getting prepared for this whole tournament, they're all getting united right here. It's reflecting back to those, like, it's reflecting back to those, like, 10-ish episodes where, you know, the Z Fighters are basically just trying to get ready for the Tournament of Power. I think this can be categorized in this opening as like a direct hinting to that right there. And, you know, as we see, Goku's training right here, you know, Chi-Chi's all like just looking, and Vegeta's training right here as well. They're all getting prepared. This is like the preparation phase, and look, Zenos are all excited about it. You know, as we know for the Future Trunks arc, there's two Zenos, and the two are like kind of meeting up with each other, as we saw in certain moments in the episode. Zenos were having like little interaction with each other, and Daishinkan was right in the middle, you know, just looking at it all. I would say this right here is a fair point to where, you know, all the gods of destruction, and then there's Goku right here. This transition to all the other gods of destruction, it's kind of showing how they're all looking down on Goku for supposedly, like, you know, starting this tournament stuff. This can be seen in the Zeno exhibition matches, where a lot of mostly everyone was hating on Goku, and we transition to Vegeta training once again, and like I said, that was probably during, like, right after the exhibition matches, because most of this opening is catered to where the actual tournament starts. It's not really showing too much of the exhibition matches itself. And, you know, Gohan's training with Piccolo right here. This is kind of the training phase where they're all still getting ready. Gohan's still kind of trying to unlock some more power, even after the Lavender fight where, you know, he tied and stuff. So, yeah, this is probably the white aura that Goku and Krillin are trying to, and Vegeta, in certain shots, or like kind of obtaining with this little armor to protect them from poison and stuff. Or it could just be, you know, just regular power, which is probably what it is. They're all getting ready, you know, this is getting prepared and everything like that. These are the other fighters looking at Goku. Goku's directly, they're all serious and stuff. This is them walking. That's kind of obvious, but this is everyone getting prepared. And then right as we see right here, Android 17 is going in. Now we didn't really see like Android 17 make the first blow or first run, but we saw he was still getting ready. He was one of the first ones to leave as well. And, that kind of left the human fighters sticking together. And then, all the human fighters and stuff. Everyone's getting prepared. Everyone's powering up. There's Kali, the legendary Super Saiyan. Let me rewind back right there. Fudge. All right, there we go. Dang, Crunchyroll. Why you do this? I'm literally just like, okay, there we go. This is definitely when the tournament is starting. And it's kind of funny because this little opening shot right here was reused in in pretty much last week's episode when they were mentioning Kale potentially being able to go in here. So, yeah, as we see Goku and Jiren, we see Jiren, but we never really see him face Goku right off the bat. He's facing off against Bergamo, which, rest in peace, Universe 9. This is kind of like, Universe 9's getting body right here. And that wasn't really too much of a major fight. And it seems like a lot of the focus is on Goku and Vegeta, which I think that's a fair reason why they're probably going to be the ones to make it out last. Even though I would have preferred if it was like Goku and Gohan or Goku and Frieza. But, it's Goku and Vegeta, it's whatever. And, Vegeta's facing off against this creature, which I have a lot of reasons for why I think this little person right here might actually be the coming up sooner or later. Because from the way things are looking out and stuff, we just saw like that little scene with, Goku versus Bergamo just happened like in last week's episode, and I think this could be coming up sooner or later. I don't think it's going to be in episode 100 directly. That might be something else, but I think it's still going to be very cool that this is going to come out maybe in a few extra episodes. Vegeta is just Super Saiyan right here. He doesn't have to go all out just yet. And this could still be hinting at the fact that this is going to take place earlier. So it's still going to be right here, firing a blast right over here. And I think while Vegeta's doing, and it's never really implied that Vegeta's going up against Hit, I still do think that's going to happen in this tournament one way or another due to a lot of reasons. But that's a topic for another day, which will come up sooner or later. Stay tuned for that video. But going back to the topic right here, I think, Vegeta's going to be facing off at the background. He's not really going to be teaming up with Goku that much, to be honest. But then here's Goku versus Jiren, which I think will take a little bit of time, maybe like, 7, 8, 6 episodes, something like that, for that to truly happen. And maybe even 5, 6, who knows? We don't really know how the tournament power is going to be fully paced, because for last time we assumed, it's going to be 1 minute per episode, and now it doesn't really seem that way. But it doesn't matter now, as we see Goku is going Super Saiyan. Yeah, and then he transitions to Super Saiyan Blue, knowing this is going to take more than it thinks to take out Jiren. As we saw earlier with Base, that was kind of like, I would assume, the beginning portions of the battle. Or maybe it could be the Limit Breaker Goku thing where he adapts to his base, but that's... I'll talk about that later. So as we see right here, the Goku vs. Jiren is obviously going to be the main focus of the fight, and I have every reason to believe this might actually take place earlier than expected, and this fight's going to be stretched out a little longer due to the fact that, because of how, like, early on in it's still kind of like at the climax of the opening itself, because let's be real, openings aren't even that long. It's like, this opening is like a minute and a half, minute, like 40, something like that. So, you can't just, like, fit every single scene in there. But I think it's fair to say this could, in that minute and a half they have to spare, they can throw little hints to show what's to come and whatnot. And I think that's what they're going to be doing here. This could potentially be coming soon, maybe in a couple episodes, whatever, something like that. But the fight's going to be stretched out to maybe like 3 or 4 episodes. I'm not completely sure. It's all speculation, like I've been saying before. But either way, it could really be interesting to see how they play out and stuff. And this is where it's going to seem like Goku isn't going to be able to face off against Jiren, and this is going to be like at the very climax, very peak, where the two are probably going to be the top 2 fighters to make it out of this tournament, go up against one another, it doesn't matter. And then as we see, Limit Breaker Goku right here, transforms into that, then goes to his base, or like a little glowy aura, face off against Jiren. And it could also be hinted at that the beginning part is like kind of like, like I said, the Dragon Ball Super logo was kind of reflecting back, and then as we start off, it's starting right off from the climax, and the climax can be base Goku or Limit Breaker Goku because it looks like his base in some ways. So really, that's gonna be the climax right there: Limit Breaker Goku versus Jiren. Hence, Limit Break Survivor, Limit Breaker. Jiren is Pride Trooper Survivor. I think you guys get what I'm saying. I don't know. It could be really interesting if they do that right there. It could just be, you know, random name of the song. Maybe they just thought of that, but it doesn't matter if that could be hinting right there, right from the bat, right from the title of the opening itself could really be interesting. And even Zen-Osama will be blown away, and I think this will show that Universe 7 will be the ones to make it out, or maybe Universe 11, who knows. And yeah, that's basically it. I still do think this arc will lead into something else involving the Angels, maybe the fall of the Angels, and this is definitely found in Dragon Ball Super's ending 8, I believe, where ending 8 or 7, I'll have it up on the screen, the one with all the manga panels, the one before Boogie Back. Yeah, it was the one where they say like a fallen angel, like which way do I face and stuff. Evil angel and righteous devil. I think it's gonna be. I think you guys get what I'm trying to say. People have done speculation videos analyzing that ending specifically in the past, and I think, you know, people have analyzed this opening, but a lot of the times it was before they actually saw what was going on in Tournament Power. Well, yes, it is a little too early to judge. I think now would actually be interesting to see like where this is gonna go in the future. So yeah, that's just been my video for you all. I know it's a little bit kind of a rambly one. So it might seem a little different. I don't know if you guys really like this video. I don't know if you guys want to go back to me in my older style with like highly edited discussions like this. But for me, I just want to make this little like interesting analysis type thing for you all to think about, discuss in the comment section down below. If you guys agree or disagree, I would either way like to hear what you all have to say, because could I just be looking way too much into this? Could I just be right this whole time? Who knows? But I think it would be interesting if this actually is true, and Dragon Ball and Toei, like everything else, they hinted at this earlier on. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you all have a great day, and peace.